Today I want to record a video to tell a bit about the online course that I'm organizing in April and May. It's called The Life You Love, and if you've been following the videos on Good Life Maps, this is probably a topic that you'll be interested in. So what is the course about, The Life You Love? I wanted to create a course that would combine different elements that I myself find valuable, different tools that help to understand what we really want in life, and to kind of make an inventory of how much we are living life on our own terms and how much actually of things that we are changing maybe results of conditioning from the culture or from the family since the early years. And often what happens is that when we are chasing things we think we should chase, we are not completely fulfilled when we reach those. And then we typically keep trying harder, and it might not bring the fulfillment. And at some point in our life, many people have points where they kind of stop and reassess the situation, like look at the map again, like, hey, what am I doing? Like, is this really the life I want to live? Is this a life I love? And if you have that feeling that I haven't done that kind of inventory or stopping in a long time, and there is this little feeling that maybe part of the things I'm doing I'm not doing for the right reasons, or I'm not doing for myself, so then I can really recommend to take some time, review, do some practices that help you to first of all hear also your body, your intuition, in addition to the mind, because in our minds we have so many stories of what we should want, what we should have in order to be happy. But sometimes we reach those things and still we feel a little bit weird in our body, and we don't feel completely happy. So how we feel is a lot related to the body. And me going through the university and engineering studies and being very, very mind-oriented guy, I've been learning the hard way the importance of listening to the body, importance of that to how the life actually feels. So during the past 5 or so years, I've been diving deep in different kind of embodiment practices, tantra, meditation, mindfulness, yoga, Eastern tradition, but also Western science about the theories, polyvagal theory, and theories about the nervous system, what really helps us to calm down and feel good and feel safe among other humans, and so on. So I wanted to create a course that can help people uplift their lives, notice what's the unnecessary stuff there that they've been thinking they need to have but is actually not bringing happiness, and how to make like an action plan of what to change. It doesn't need to be a radical I shift everything in my life, but it can be like small fine-tuning of things, like, okay, this I'm ready to let go, and now I make space for this thing that I haven't really had time, or I didn't believe I could actually achieve or have in my life. And that brings me to another topic, like the limiting beliefs. Most of us have so many limiting beliefs, and they are so long time, so old that we don't remember anymore where we got those. So we believe them to be as truth. So we don't maybe let ourselves to try something because we believe we don't deserve it or we won't succeed. And then we kind of close our eyes from many of the opportunities of life. And this combined to the beliefs of what we should want and what we can't get, all of this puts kind of like a cage or limits to the life that we can live, and then we try to bend ourselves in that box or that limited space, and then we wonder why we don't feel so great. So what I want to do with the course about the life you love is to give you the tools that I've found during the past 10 years doing an IT startup, learning how to do small changes, what works, what not, and then combining that with the mindfulness Eastern tradition, like how to take also the body and the spirituality into account for like a more fulfilling happiness. I want to combine these tools, package them in a 6-week course where we have online sessions that will be part lectures, but part also interactive sessions. So you get to interact with other participants and ask and answer deep questions that help you get to know yourself more, which I think is a good action to take in any phase of the life. So you might think you know yourself pretty well, but if there is any curiosity of trying to get to know new parts of you, welcome some parts, especially those parts that you maybe believed that it is not okay to be. And maybe you chased those parts of yourself in some small dark alley in your subconscious. So you are trying to put forward only the parts that you believe you should be, how you should behave in order to be accepted. And that can work for a while, but it keeps us only living partially, like only with those parts. And if we can identify and release and welcome those parts that we thought we couldn't be, or we wouldn't be loved if we behave like this, or if we want that, if we can identify those and reintegrate those back into our lives, it's like a really rewarding, fulfilling feeling, like we can feel more like alive in our body, and also in the mind. So it's hard to even describe, but you probably, if you've had this kind of feelings, maybe when you're on vacation, or maybe when you are doing exciting with your family or friends or a lover, like you feel more alive. So those kind of experiences we could have on a regular basis, like if we give up on some limitations, and if we notice where we are putting ourselves in a box that we've been doing so long, it's become kind of invisible. So here are some of the themes of the course. Here are some of the reasons why I want to do the course, how I'm excited of being myself on the path where I've been encountering a lot of these tools, and thus getting more juice, more feeling of life and love into my own life, and thus more and more each day living the life I love. And it's not a complete process, it's a ongoing thing, iteration, like life keeps changing. But there are a lot of tools that can help in navigation, like noticing when we are diverging from the path we want to be on. So I hope you will join us. If you have any questions, you can send me questions by email or commenting, and I'm happy to answer. And let's see if this could be something interesting for you.